All right. So next up, we're going to talk about the illegal immigrants, the migrants, the aliens, whatever you want to call them. I don't particularly care. Everybody's got their own thing. I'm not showing them any love. That is for sure. Let's go ahead and pull up this article real quick. From the New York Post, illegal migrant busted on Long Island for trying to lure 11-year-old girl into his car with candy. Yeah. You guys know where we're going. Okay. So let's take a look at that. It's Christy Nome. Boom. Ooh, that's a little blown up. I did that because we got a couple of guys that have a hard time reading. I'm one of those guys. All right. An illegal migrant allegedly tried to lure an 11-year-old girl into his car by offering her candy on Long Island, prosecutors alleged Tuesday. I don't care about his name. 38 of Ecuador was arraigned in Suffolk County District Court on a charge of felony attempted kidnapping. He was busted Monday after police said, don't care, a blah, blah, blah resident rolled up alongside the young girl in his 2007 gray Chevrolet and badgered her to get in. The child, who had just gotten off her school bus, refused, so the creep allegedly offered her candy, because that's what you do. Right? That's the old playbook there, I guess. So, why not? Hey, look at there. That's your face. That's your face, you big disgrace. All right. The girl bolted home, that would be something. The girl bolted home and called 911 instead. Smart kid. Let's see. Pedo was arrested just an hour and a half later and claimed that he'd only offered the girl a ride because she looked like she was cold. Assistant District Attorney Melissa Greer told the court. The defendant was a complete stranger to this 11-year-old victim. Greer said Pedo was originally hit with a misdemeanor rap of endangering the welfare of a child, but the DA's office later upgraded the charge. His defense attorney, Norley Who Cares, argued prosecutors were reaching with the felony charge. Were they? Even when looking at the best circumstances, Your Honor, I believe that when you look at the definition of a felony in the second degree in which he abducts another person, or in this case, attempts to abduct, I really think that is really a stretch by the DA's office, this chick said. She argued Pedo should be released on $200 bail, telling the judge he had a clean record and steady employment. Prosecutors also agreed with that bail amount, but Judge Evan Tenenbaum, I feel like I know that name, set bail at $100,000. My boy. Blah, 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 blah is back in court on January 31st. So, interesting. So, illegal immigrants out here trying to pick up the kids. Oh, that's odd. I'm sure that never happens. Actually, Democrats are always saying that they want to protect women and Republicans are taking their rights away. This is a clear example. Look, illegal immigrants sexually assault and or harm women at an incredibly disproportionate rate than any other classification. When you break it down, the per capita, right, the percentage wise, how many illegal immigrants sexually assault women versus, black or white or Native American or Asian American or whatever, like American citizen, any classification, illegal immigrants do it at a significantly higher rate. Significantly higher rate. Not only sexually assaulting, but like in the case of, unfortunately, Lake and Riley, and I got her name on the tip of my tongue, and I don't want to say it wrong, but you guys know what I'm talking about. But there's multiple others as well, and it's not just sexual assault, as we know. It's murder. In some cases, it's a brutal murder, and it comes at the hand of illegal immigrants that shouldn't be here. But the Democrat thinks we're the baddies. We're the baddies because we don't want this to happen. But again, do want to give props to Donald Trump, not just for the executive orders and everything he's pushing out there, but Trump signed the Lake and Riley Act. I mentioned that earlier. Good on him for that. All this deportation and shutting down the border is fantastic. And I will say too, though, I saw this the other day. I.C.E isn't the only one who's out here busting these criminals.
And not just by Trump. Chris Hansen is catching migrant criminals. Watch. You gave her $50.
Yeah, no.
What was that for? The $50 was for sexo con chica 15 años.
No, no quería. Yo no quería. No quería yo.
Her niece was 15, and you said you wanted a from her and were going to pay her $50. Are you here in this country legally? Do you have U.S. citizenship?
Soy ilegal.
But you came here, Marvin, for sexo con chico 15 años. No. You could go back to Honduras.
No, por favor.
Chris Hansen's the host of Takedown with Chris Hansen and the Predators I've Caught with Chris Hansen podcast. I mean, first of all, great Spanish.
Editing is my friend, Jesse. Editing is my friend.
So these people, they show up just like Americans, ready for action.
A week ago tonight, in Genesee County, Michigan, Sheriff Chris Swanson's ghost team and I did an investigation. 2 illegal Hondurans showed up in the same night among the other predators. Both had been in this country before, gotten kicked out, sneaked back in, and got arrested in this sting trying to have sex with a child. And I can tell you, in the week that's passed, they've already been picked up by ICE on a detainer, and it's the quickest they've ever seen this happen in the history of Genesee County.
Well, from all Americans, thank you. You've done more than Biden's ICE did in 4 years already.
Hey, good on Chris Hansen for that. Him and his staff, his entire team. I mean, they're doing like Jesse Waters. He's done more than Biden has done in 4 years. Not more than Obama has done. Let's keep that in mind, though, folks. Obama deported more people than Trump has or is even on track to do. So, however, you look at the numbers right now. If Trump continues as he is right now at the rate he's going, he still won't deport as many people as Barack Obama did. Y'all with me? But nobody made a huge fuss about that at the time. The left actually supported that and loved it. I'm sure that had nothing to do with cult-like mentality for the Democrat Party or the race of the president at the time, that you could speak against anything he did. But yeah, I don't want to hear anything about them talking about how MAGA is like a cult or anything like that, because if you get out of lockstep, right, against what they're doing on the left, you are cast out like a leper. And that's exactly what we're seeing. Here we are doing God's work, I like to think, protecting women, protecting children, securing our nation, making the world a better place. And all we or Trump get is crap for it. So good on Chris Hansen and good on everybody who's out here doing God's work. I mean, it's time to clean this country up.
Hey guys, thanks for checking out this clip from the Morning Mayhem. Remember, this is just a portion of the full show that comes out every Friday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. If you hadn't already, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the full shows or these tasty little nuggets.